Hey, how's it going, everyone? Major G here. Um, and it is time for another edition of Day Off Daily. Uh, so it is around it's like quarter after 7 right now, and I am actually supposed to be studying for the ACT. Um, but I haven't studied all day because I was making videos. um, I spent most of the morning um, editing, finally getting around to editing the Ichiraku Ramen uh, video I've been planning to do for the past year or so, but I just didn't know how to present it. And finally, the idea came to me when I was watching Abroad in Japan. No, not Abroad. When I was watching Okano TV's behind the scenes on Abroad in Japan's uh, bike ride across Japan. And apparently, they're almost done already because they're in Fukuoka now. And so I find when and they went to a ramen place, and that's where I was like, oh, I think I finally have an idea of how to do this video. So I put together the video today. It'll be going up on Friday. Um, so yeah, I actually do need to study for the ACT. I was supposed to take a picture today for the ACT too. I forgot to do that. Um, so that my registration will be complete. And then I got to study so I can make sure I get a halfway decent um, score on the ACT. And then so I can, because since I'm planning to go to school abroad, um, I actually do need to take this test again because I already took it when I was in high school and I got a great score, but I haven't been doing any of the stuff that they teach you in high school for a long time. So I'm very rusty on it. Last year when I talked to the um, like one of the administration people, he was telling me that I need to take either an SAT or an ACT. So I can when I send in my application to admissions. That's the word I was looking for. The admissions. I was talking to the admissions guy last year, and he said that I needed to at Waseda. And even though I'm not planning to go to Waseda, um, because Japan's very standardized in most things. Um, if I have to do it at Waseda, I probably have to do it at many other schools. So, um, so he was saying I have to take the ACT, even though I took it already, ACT or SAT, even though I took them already, um, and send the score into the schools, have the score ready to be sent into the schools. Um, so I decided that I was going to take the ACT because I don't want to have to deal with the test or deal with the writing portion of the SAT. But little did I know that they both now have writing portions, but they're both optional. So I may end up taking the SAT too, depending on how well I do in the ACT. Um, and from what I understand, the SAT probably tests you more on logistical stuff as opposed to the ACT testing you on what you already know. So, yeah, so I need to study for that so I can take it in December. And I prefer taking only the ACT because um, the ACT actually can be administered here. So I don't have to go all the way down to Flagstaff. I don't have to schedule. Oh, I do have to schedule a day off, but I don't have to make it a whole day trip. I can just go to the high school here and take it there, and that would be a lot better than having to go down to Flagstaff. Um, because that would be just added stress. Um, so yeah, I did that, and I finished that video, I guess, probably about early this afternoon, and then um, I worked on a couple other videos. I finally saw the Broly trailer today, the newest Broly trailer today, which I've been meaning to see for the past few days, and I did actually see the. Or no, no, I finally edited the um, death battle for Ultron and Sigma. I already did edit the one for Nightwing and Daredevil. That should be going up soon, sometime this week, I think, or this upcoming week. And it's just been sitting on YouTube for like a few weeks, and I just never got around to publicizing it. Um, if I'd had other time, I would have probably worked on the cover image that I wanted to do for the Facebook page and the new cover page for YouTube. But once again, yeah. That's one of the problems with having split days off. My manager's been giving me split days off for whatever reason. I don't know. So it's been completely messing with me. So I'm just like, I just want to relax, but like on the second day when you usually have that day to kind of do stuff, it's like, nope, I got to go back to work. And that's what happens on the next day off. It's just like, oh man, I'm so done. I don't want to do anything. And then so I don't do anything, and then the next day I got to work. So yeah, so stuff gets um, um, left behind, for lack of a better term. Um, I finally finished this season 3 of Supergirl. Thank goodness. Um, I want to do a podcast of my thoughts on Supergirl and how the Legion was handled. Um, because and now that Win is no longer around and they replaced him with Brainiac, with Brainiac 5. Um, I do have I don't really necessarily have a problem with it. It's an interesting thing. I don't but it would only be it would be better if it wasn't permanent, because otherwise it is very, very odd. Um, but I think they said that I think I read somewhere that he wasn't returning for this season, and it's possible he might not ever be returning, which is a shame because I did like Win. I loved Win's character, um, and I understand that he was probably getting to be useless in terms of logistics on the show. Um, but yeah, I have some thoughts about Supergirl, and I do need to put up the reaction video me and my friend did, where I just basically railed about about their portrayal of Brainiac 5 and Allegiant. Um, but I mean, like after watching it for a while, it's like, well, because of the way things were handled in this season, then it can be retconned, but I mean, I have to go back and mention that stuff later in a different video or podcasts or whatever, however I do it. Um, yeah, I'm just glad that now I can finally move on to the new season of CW stuff besides Black Lightning. And I do need to catch up with a little bit more with Black Lightning. But since my girl isn't really watching any of the other shows, I have free reign to just go ahead and watch all these shows now. So I'm just mostly just excited about that. And because I am very curious about how this offspring is portrayed between Barry and Iris. I thought it was their daughter, but it might not be. It might be a granddaughter instead. So, and then I saw somewhere that she's like 35. Like the girl looks like she's like 20, and they're like, no, she's 35. And I'm like, what? No, that's impossible. She must really be like a speedster or something. I don't know. Or shapeshifter or something like that. Um. So yeah, it's getting late. I'm kind of interested in playing Red Dead now. Now that because I've been working on videos for so long. I did work. Now I want to play. Um, I still do need to open up. Oh, excuse me. I've mostly been playing PlayStation. Um, I have. I've been making some videos, like the PlayStation share videos of me playing Red Dead, and I'm gonna try to upload those, but it's really difficult to upload videos from my PS4. And once again, that has nothing to do with the PS4. It's because the internet here sucks. Um, I mean, I have satellite, but it's limited. So, what do you call it? It's I don't want to say tiered, but it's yeah, it's limited. They only give you so much per month of quote unquote fast speeds or full speed, and I just picked 10 gigs because no matter what it was, I was going to be running out anyway, and I didn't want to have to pay like $150 $200 a month just to be running out of internet within the first 2 weeks. So I just figured I'd get like the cheapest one I could get, which is 10 gigs, and it's still like $50, which is a ripoff. Um, but you know, welcome to Grand Canyon. Um, so yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, I still can't stream. I still can't play online. I think I've mentioned this so many times. But also, what happens is that I have so much trouble trying to upload anything from my. Sorry, not anything. No, really anything. Because even when I try to upload pictures, it takes like 10 minutes for me to get to the screen where it says I can upload pictures. So it just takes forever to do anything. And then then I have the videos, and I think the last time when I tried to do this, my that one video I did on YouTube, I did one for YouTube and one for Facebook, and I think it took me like 3 days for me to get the one to YouTube uploaded, and it took me probably around like 5 days for me to get the one to Facebook uploaded. So it's just totally ridiculous. And now that these freaking conservatives put Doug Ducey back in office, looks like we're never gonna get any halfway decent internet because he doesn't give a crap about us because we're not in Phoenix. And my God, this chair is dirty. I need to do something about this. It hasn't been outside either. So yeah, I mean I guess that might be pretty much it. Um, is there anything else? Anything else? Yeah, so I mean Thanksgiving's coming up next week. For once, I'm not going back east. I'm gonna be staying here. I'm finally gonna experience a Grand Canyon Thanksgiving. I've heard it's crazy around here. Now I'll see firsthand. Though possibly not, because I'll probably be working. No, I'll probably see it firsthand. I might still see it firsthand, depending on what time I have to work. I do know that we get free food we get a free Thanksgiving dinner, which is nice. Though it's like a cheap version of Thanksgiving, which is fine. I mean, they don't have to do it, but it's like you get one plate of like turkey and cranberries and vegetables and stuff like that, and yeah, so and you just have to prove that you're an employee, and it's free. So I mean, I'm not complaining about that. Can't complain about free food, right? Um. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have I have not gotten Fallout 76, and I will not be getting Fallout 76. Even though I reacted to some of the trailers and I was getting excited about it, but then it turned out that it was going to be mostly multiplayer, which goes back to the whole internet sucks thing, so I can't play it here. Um, on the plus side, because Spider-Man and Red Dead, because Spider-Man, Red Dead, and Forza and Horizon 4 all came out around the same time, um, that's a plus for me because then I don't have to spend money for to get that then. So I'm just glad I heard about it before I bought it because I would have been pissed if I spent like 60, $70 on that game and then found out I can't play it. Um, so I mean, this is different from like Dragon Ball, which is like I like Dragon Ball and I have plans to play Dragon Ball again. So I mean, that's not to me a waste of money. Um, Even though I spent like I think it was $90 on that. So oh yeah, so yeah, and it turns out I haven't. I thought I put in a reservation for Horizon 4, but I guess not. So on the plus side, I don't have to rush to try to pick it up. But on the sucky side, oh yeah, and the other plus side is or downside, the plus or downside, whichever you want to call it. I still need to beat Horizon 3. I still need to open Horizon 3. I haven't even opened Horizon 3 yet. So I still need to open that up and play it and beat it. And I'm like super close to beating Horizon 2. So I still have to beat that. And then I can move on to Horizon 3, and then I can move on to Horizon 4. So so I've got a while to go before that. And from what I see on the story mode with Red Dead, I think I'm only like 30% into that game. And then I still haven't even opened Attack on Titan 2 and Senran Kagura. And I haven't beaten what was that Akihabara game? Akiba Beat. Akiba Beat? I think that's what it is called. Akiba's Beat, right? Yeah, I forget. I think it's Akiba's Beat. And yeah, I still need to beat Yakuza Kiwami because I am nowhere. I've barely even played that. Even though it's a good game, I like it. I've barely played it. Still need to beat Berserk. I need to open up. I bought Metal Gear Solid 5, and I haven't even opened that up, and that's going to take forever to get through and beat, considering it's like 3 parts. And yeah, so what am I going to do? There's so many games and so little time. This is one of those reasons why I wish I could like Kage Bunshin or something and just like have me go to work and live life and then just have a clone of me just like playing games all the time. And then we switch off so I could get through some of these games. Because I'm so far behind on all of them. But yeah, so I think that's more or less it in terms of everything that's around. But thanks guys for sticking with me, sticking with the channel. I thank you guys. And yeah. Once again, the rebranding is almost done completely. Mostly it's just the cover image. I have to find a mission statement and all that stuff to put on the Facebook page. But I'm not very creative, so I might just leave that blank until I figure out what that is. And yeah, just stay geeky, my friends, and I will see you guys around whenever I have spare time. See ya.
I almost feel like I need to like act like Paolo. Like go into a Paolo mode. Look at this turkey leg! It's so big! I can't wait to eat it!
That's a bit exaggerated, but yeah.
I really am that excited about this leg.